TJ. How you doing?
Hi, Lauren. I'm doing fine. And to the listening audience, this is Business 101. Thank you very much for tuning in on Thursdays at 1 from 1 to 1:30. Today we have on the line Lauren Cadillac, who we have been missing, but we're so happy to have her have a break in her schedule where she can come out. And we have Terry Attaway. And I'm going to talk later. I'm so excited to talk to Lauren. Lauren, what has been going on?
Hi, TJ. Well, uh, as you know, I am a litigation attorney, right? A lot of
Yes.
what we do requires litigation. So, I've been having hearings. When the court tells me to jump, I ask it how high. The only time I talk to people who I don't employ before 9 a.m. is when a court asks me to. Okay, so the court says, Lauren, be here. Lauren will be there. So unfortunately, I missed y'all, but I'm so happy to be back today. I do want to remind everyone early voting starts on February 14th. I can say certainly for me, and I know Miss TJ, we are endorsing LaNasha House for Dallas Probate
Yes.
Court number 2. And I want all of the listeners to get out there and vote. Early voting starts February 14th. Y'all, I know it's so difficult for you to know how important our judges are. Hopefully, most of the listeners are not having to go in front of judges very often, right? But I am. I go in front of judges literally daily, and I definitely think LaNasha House is what the Dallas Probate Court number 2 needs. So, uh, yeah, go ahead, TJ.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. And for those people who usually don't vote in the primaries, yeah, now is the time. You need to be getting out and voting and letting your voice be heard. It's so important. And I'm going to give it back to Lauren, but I just want to jump in and say that how important it is, not just for the presidential election, but the other elections as well.
Oh, yeah. The local elections, y'all, are actually way more important than the presidential election. It takes a
Yes.
long time for what the president does to trickle its way down to us, right? What our local judges do, what our local leadership does, affects us directly on a daily basis. And in Dallas County, because we are a blue county, the entire competition occurs at that primary level. So y'all need to get out and vote in these primaries. I know we do them in a weird time in the spring. What? We're supposed to vote in November. I know. Don't ask. I don't know why it's that way. Oh, I have some guesses, but I don't know exactly why it's that way. Just don't forget to vote. Another thing I want to talk about briefly. I got today a title report, which I tell people a title report is basically like a background on a piece of real estate, okay? A background check. And that tells me every deed, every lien, everything that has been done in the chain of title. In this one, the folks bought it in 1965, and then presumably when they paid it off, they started diddle daddling with their own title. And mom and dad gave away their house, and then took it back, and then gave it away about 7 times. And now we have to go through because they use quit claim deeds, they use this kind of deed. I got to go do a math problem, see who owns what, and then try to resolve it. Sometimes folks have passed away, and the only way to resolve it is to go to court. Sometimes we're lucky and all the parties are still living and we can kind of resolve it amongst ourselves. But folks, do not record your own deeds. Do not play with the chain of title in real estate. I cannot express to you enough how much you don't want to mess up your title. You can make your house non-buyable. I told these people I can fix it, but I don't know that anyone will ever insure it. So now they probably are not going to be able to sell this to anyone. So do not record your own deeds. Do not make your own legal decisions as it pertains to the title of your real estate, y'all. You can end up giving it to people you don't even want to give it to. You can do things that are very difficult for me as a lawyer to undo. But that's what I do. I undo these problems. So if you find yourself in a situation where you do have a messy title or you have some sort of real estate issue, whether that be someone has passed and the property is still in their name, or there's a tax lawsuit, or you have a tenant that won't move, whatever it is, That is what Cadillac Law is here for. We can be reached at 972-845-1200. Again, it's Cadillac Law, and Cadillac has one L, Cadilaclaw. Now, I can see Terry, and I saw her nodding while I was talking about the chain of title, and please don't record your own deeds. So since Terry is also an expert at this, I'm going to segue over to her. Terry, it's great to see you. It's been forever, I feel like. And I know you know people should not be playing games with these titles.